Hey everyone, it's me, Mr. Arek, and we are back with a new version of RBR Roadbook. It's version 1.5, and today I'm going to present you the latest features that are waiting on you. And while we are here at the very beginning, let's start with a startup window, because there is something very crucial which has been improved. The people who changed the database path or the path of the RBR installation always had issues to go back to a working state. Now, when this happens and RBR Roadbook cannot find the paths, it will automatically load the startup window to inform you that something is missing. In that case, I'm missing the RBR folder. In that case, it's wrong, so I cannot start the app, but I can very easily change it and fix it to the correct path, and then I have no problem to start the application again. So, first new feature, and let's start with a banger. It's a long-awaited feature. Many of you asked for it, and here we are. RBR Roadbook now can play the Pacenote sounds while you play the video. So let's demonstrate this very quickly.
3 right, cut. Hairpin left, baby. 4 left. 3 right, baby. Caution, 2 left. 2 right.
I think it's quite self-explaining. There is not so much to say about it. You can change the volume. So let's continue playing.
5
You can
left,
make it,
tighten.
you can adjust it here.
6 left.
And you can completely deactivate it if you don't want to hear them, and then you will have the same behavior like before the update. RBR Roadbook will also remember your previous settings for the volume and whether you have enabled or disabled the player, so you don't have to worry about it to adjust it every time you start the application. The next update is a crucial improvement for the notes editing, especially the people who use co-driver mods that have a lot of notes will appreciate it. In that case, I have the porridge notes. There's like good overview, and I know all of my symbols. I know what they mean. But like for example, the Yanne mod that has like several of hundreds of notes, it's already more difficult to remember which symbol you have used and what is the meaning of it. So first of all, when you hover with your mouse over the table, you will see a pop-up which will show you the description of the notes. So even if you have something like very obfuscated with some short forms and your symbols, then you can still hover on it and it will show you all of the descriptions which you can read out so you remember the meaning of all of your symbols. But what is probably even more helpful is that now you can also use the description when you edit and write your notes. Before the update, you had to write down the exact name of every symbol for each note. For example, if I want to have a hairpin, I had to write down HPL. This, of course, is also quite difficult if you have many notes and you probably don't remember the name of each symbol. Now, I can write down the symbol name, but I can also write down the description. And when I write down hairpin, I see both notes for hairpin left and hairpin right. And I can also do this with caution. And when I press tab, it will automatically replace it with the symbol. And this will be very helpful for you to better use and utilize all of your notes without watching all the time in the symbols sheet to remember the symbol's name. And what you also have here is on the left side the name of the symbol, and on the right side it will also show you the description of the symbol. One very minor improvement is that when you use the auto completion, there will be automatically a white space appended at the very end. So for example, if I want to add open and I don't know, chicane, caution, you see that the application automatically adds a white space and I don't have to write it down manually. If you don't want this, you can deactivate it in the settings by enabling the option that you don't want to add trailing white space on completion. Another improvement is about the linking of RBR Roadbook. I guess most of the time you use the video linking, which is like the default behavior. You download the videos from the database and use it to make your notes. But there has always been this RBR live linking, and when you enable it, it will automatically load the current stage. Here I have my active RBR window, and it will also follow the car from the game. But what is new now is that it will stay in that state. So even though you change different stages, it will automatically load the current stage and you don't have to switch the mode every time you start RBR or you change a stage. There are also some drawbacks. Now there are exceptions when you are in the live mode and you, for example, want to load a stage from the database. Now this will be cached, and also the window for the video player disappears, but you just have to switch back to video, and then you have no problem to load the videos from the database again and visualize them in the video. Alright, we started this video with a banger, and I hope the last new feature will be also a banger for some of you guys. RBR Roadbook now can create highly customizable PDFs to print all of your notes. To open the PDF maker, you can either click on the icon or you press F12 and you will see the new window will open, which will automatically load the notes of the currently opened stage. And now you can start to customize the style and the look of the notes. Let me maximize this. What you can do is, well, first of all, you can change the style of the page. You can change the row height. You can change the margin. But you can also change how the distance is visualized in meters or in kilometers. You can decide if you want to have it in multi-page or single page. And what you can also do is there is a stage map at the very end per default, but you can also show it on the first page, or you can also deactivate it and it will not be shown. But what is probably more relevant is how the notes are printed, and this is also highly customizable. You can basically change the styling individually for every single type of note. For example, I want to have the double caution in another color. Then I just select the double caution, I go here, I select the color red, and then it will be printed in red. I can also make, for example, an underscore, or I can also change the font size to extra large to highlight it stronger. I can also do multi-selection. For example, I want to have all of the corners to be printed in bold and in bigger font size. And the distance I want to print in another color. Then I can select here, for example, some kind of dark green. Yeah, and then the distance will be shown in dark green. Let's make this a little bit brighter. And then you can differentiate the distance between the corners, and you can also continue and adjust all of the other nodes. Nodes can be also adjusted in spacing and in the alignment. Let's say, for example, the keep left. I want to have this aligned on the bottom. Then I can go here and select low or extra low. I can also probably make it a smaller size. And I can also say that, for example, I don't want to have the spacing to the left side. So usually what you do is, let's say you have, like, for example, here you have 4 left minus. Right now you have 2 separate symbols. But what you can do is you go on the minus node and you go on spacing left and you say extra small. And then it will be closer to the previous node. And this can be very helpful to adjust it also additionally. For example, I can also do the same with the don't cut node. I can select this also like in extra small spacing, and I also want to change this and make the alignment on high with some underline and some specific color. Yeah, and I guess you get the point. It's very customizable and adjustable to your preferences. One more thing is also that here you can also use alternative symbols. So if you want to change the name, you can simply write it down here and customize it as well and adjust it as you want to have it. There are also additional options for the spacing and the predefined values. So for example, if you want to change the values afterwards, you can just reduce all of those values, play around a little bit with it. There are actually not so many limits in terms of visualization. One very important thing is that you have to save your styling. The window will remind you that you have not saved your styles, and if you will try to close the window, it will also remind you that you have to save the styles. You can save the styles here, you can save different styles, and you can also save the configuration of the page and how you want to visualize the page. So when you invest a lot of time to customize the PDF maker to your liking, you can always save it so you don't have to do the work again. And what you can also do is you can basically open another stage and then go back to the PDF maker, just press F12 again, and then just select here update stage notes, and it will automatically update and show you the latest notes. So when I, for example, here want to do some changes and improvements, then I just go to the PDF maker again and I just click on update, and it will show me my recent notes. And when I'm done, I can just go on export PDF and it will save the PDF on your computer, and you can then print it or do whatever you want with it. Maybe put it in a frame on your wall or something. I don't know. That's all up to you. All right, that's it for today. I hope you liked it. Please do me a favor and report any issues that you have, bugs, problems, things that now have been introduced with the update there are many things that changed under the hood. So I very much appreciate if you go to the Discord server and write down what happened, and I will try to make a hot fix as soon as possible. So big thanks for watching, and I hope you will enjoy the tool. See you guys.